This extraordinary Eucharistic miracle, which I'm sure most of you have never heard of, is said to have happened in the year 1331. That's right, nearly 700 years ago. But the impact of what is called the guardian angel of the Eucharist continues to be felt today. And it's something that we can all learn from and reflect upon as we prepare to celebrate the sacred mysteries of our faith. On March 31st, 1331, the people of the small village of Blanot, France, gathered together for the Easter celebration. For them, as for all Christians, this was more than just a day on the calendar. It was the day commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the cornerstone of their faith. They filled the church, eager to hear the proclamation that death had been conquered and new life awaited all believers. Among them was a pious widow named YOUCAT, who, like the rest, was eager to partake in the Eucharist. The celebration reached its climax during the distribution of Holy Communion. YOUCAT, kneeling in prayerful silence, waited for the moment when the priest would place the host, the consecrated bread that symbolizes the body of Christ, into her mouth. But as she reached out to take the host, something extraordinary happened. A portion of it fell from her grasp and landed on the white cloth that she had placed beneath her chin to catch any crumbs. This accident, which could have been easily dismissed as an unfortunate mishap, soon transformed into a perplexing mystery. Father Hughes de la Beaume, the village priest, was alerted to the situation by a young server who had witnessed the incident. He returned to the communion rail where Jacques had been kneeling, only to find a tiny red stain where the host had fallen. Confused and concerned, he examined the spot closely. At first, it looked like a small mark that could have been caused by a drop of wine, or perhaps a piece of fruit. But as he continued to stare, the stain began to grow, taking on the shape and size of the very host that had fallen from Jacquet's hand. He didn't know it then, but what he was seeing was not just a stain, but the actual body of Christ, miraculously transformed. With trembling hands, he carefully removed the cloth, now bearing witness to an extraordinary event. He placed the cloth in a container for safekeeping, knowing that he had just preserved a tangible link to the divine. What happened next would only add to the enigma of this event. When the priest later attempted to clean the cloth, the stain did not come off. It remained stubbornly fixed, mocking his efforts to erase it. In fact, it seemed to deepen and spread, becoming even more distinct and troubling. As if to confirm the reality of this strange phenomenon, the water he used in the washing became tinged with blood, making the miraculous nature of what had occurred crystal clear. It was a sight both terrifying and awe-inspiring, and the priest knew that he was in the presence of something beyond his comprehension. He carefully cut out the square of cloth containing the stain, ensuring that every part of the host remained intact. This fragment was then placed in the tabernacle, the sacred container where the Eucharist is kept, alongside the remaining hosts from that day's Mass. None of these hosts were ever distributed again, and the one that had fallen on Jacquet's cloth became the focus of veneration and study. With careful attention, the people of Blanot and those who came to hear of this miracle treated the cloth with the reverence it deserved, recognizing it as a tangible link to the divine. Over time, the stain on the cloth became more pronounced, taking on the precise form and appearance of the host. It was as if the body of Christ, momentarily separated from the consecrated bread, had chosen to reveal itself once more. News of this remarkable event spread far and wide, drawing theologians, scholars, and the faithful who wanted to witness the inexplicable. Many who came across the relic reported experiencing profound conversions or healings, their lives forever changed by the encounter with the miraculous cloth. But how do we make sense of this extraordinary event? What was the purpose behind the guardian angel of Blanot? As with many miracles, there is no single definitive answer. However, we can glean some insights from the event itself and the reactions it elicited. One of the primary purposes of this miracle, like many others throughout history, was to reinforce the Church's teaching about the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. At a time when doubts and heresies threatened to undermine the faith of the people, the guardian angel of Blanot provided a powerful reminder that Jesus Christ was truly present in the Eucharist, not just figuratively or symbolically. This revelation was not meant to be a grand spectacle, but a solemn affirmation of a truth that had been entrusted to the Church by Christ himself. It was a reaffirmation of the mystery celebrated in the words of Pope St. Pius X, the miracle of miracles. The bread is he who said, "I am the living bread which came down from heaven." The wine is he who said, "I am the true vine." The species are Christ. The operator is God. The minister is a mere instrument. It is Jesus Christ who acts. But the guardian angel of Blanot was more than just a confirmation of existing beliefs. It was also a catalyst for personal transformation. For many who came to witness the miracle, it served as a catalyst for conversion or a deepening of their faith. The experience challenged them to examine their own beliefs and commit themselves more fully to following Christ. It's a call for all of us to examine our own relationship with Christ and ensure that our faith is not merely intellectual assent, but a lived reality. Furthermore, the guardian angel of Blanot underscores the importance of reverence and respect for the Eucharist. The miracle serves as a constant reminder that the Eucharist is not just a religious symbol or a piece of bread, but the very body of Christ. It calls for reverence and respect in the handling and consumption of the Eucharist, ensuring that this sacred gift is treated with the dignity it deserves. The legacy of the guardian angel of Blanot continues to resonate today. The relic of the stained cloth is preserved and venerated, serving as a reminder of the enduring presence of Christ in the Eucharist. The story itself has inspired countless works of art and literature, keeping the memory of this event alive. So what lessons can we take away from this extraordinary miracle? First and foremost, the guardian angel of Blanot is a testament to the power of faith. In a world that often seeks to diminish the role of faith in miracles, this event stands as a beacon, reminding us that faith can move mountains and that miracles are not mere fairy tales. It encourages us to approach the Eucharist with awe and reverence, recognizing that we are in the presence of the divine. Secondly, the miracle calls for personal reflection. It challenges us to examine our own faith and ensure that it is not merely a matter of ritual or tradition, but a vibrant living relationship with Christ. Let us therefore, as we commemorate this extraordinary miracle, renew our commitment to Christ and strive to live lives that reflect our faith in the real presence. Finally, the guardian angel of Blanot is a call for unity. In a world often divided by differences, this miracle serves as a reminder of the unifying power of faith. It transcends cultural and societal boundaries, bringing people together in their reverence for the Eucharist. Let us therefore, as we reflect on this event, pray for unity among all Christians and for the strength to overcome the forces that seek to divide us. As we come to the end of our reflection on the guardian angel of Blanot, let us remember that faith is not just a belief, but a way of life. The miracle of Blanot serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of faith and the enduring presence of Christ in the Eucharist. May the story of the guardian angel of Blanot continue to inspire faith, reverence, and unity among all who hear its tale. And may it remind us that in the midst of our everyday lives, miracles are not impossible. We just need to have faith to see them.